Hi, and welcome back to Creative Digital Designs, and I'm back with another video. This is a requested video on Etsy listing photos. If you haven't already, I just recently created a video on an Etsy listing tutorial that gives you tips to be able to know how to create SEO in your listings to be able to show up in the search. So you can go ahead and check that out. And if you like this type of content, you can also like this video, comment down below what type of video you want me to create next, and please subscribe. I also have many Canva tutorials as well as some videos on print on demand. So you can go ahead and check out the playlist that I have as well. Okay, let's go and get started. So when it comes to creating your Etsy listing photos, of course, it depends on if you're doing a digital or physical product. So we can start with physical products first. So when it comes to a physical product, the best thing to do is to always, the first photo is the most important because this is what is causing someone to click on your listing and it could potentially lead to a sale. So when your first photo needs to be something where it is a neutral background, not too busy, clean. You want to make sure that you use a natural light, like the sun, not too direct, and you want the product to be the main focus. So, for example, we see here the flowers is the main focus, but we're going to go ahead and, for example, let's look at jewelry gifts so that you can see an example of what would be an acceptable listing and what is not. So as you can see here, these top picks right here, we have zoomed in pictures of the jewelry and we see it on real models. So people want to be able to know what something is going to look like and be able to visualize it. So if you're selling jewelry, the best thing that I would recommend is to have it on a real person. If you're not going to have it on a real person, the next best thing would be to have it on a neutral background where we can see it like this. Something that's not too stand out, like not too bright, but we still can focus on the jewelry. Again, this is perfect. They also have a model wearing it, so that they can see how it looks on the person. So if you could create a mock-up or a video of someone wearing the jewelry, that works as well. As you can see here, like a tan, a neutral background, and that has a close-up shot. Like I said, you can take these photos of your jewelry with a natural light. So this would be the best way. Like if you are going to have a prop, you can do something, like I said, a neutral background, like a tan background. You can get some linen to put under it, and then maybe one prop to go with it. Like you see this leaf here, you want the aesthetic to be clean, neat, and professional. As you can see here, we have the jewelry. So let's go to another example, which would be, let's say, a shirt. And you can create these mock-ups directly in Canva for free. And I also have a video on that as well. So as you can see right here, you want to have a mock-up of where you can see the shirt. It has a clean background and it's on a real person and you can see the shirt. Again, it's a clean background. The main focus is the shirt. Or if you want, you can also test it out and you can have one with a real person and you can have one with it folded up. But as you can see, it's a clean background. There's not too much going on with it. You have like one leaf here and you have a hat. So always have like a tan or background. Like if you're using Printify, they have mock-ups similar to this, so you don't necessarily have to worry about that if they're using their mock-ups. So keep it to minimal. If you are taking the pictures yourself, I recommend like I said, you can put a cloth down, a neutral color cloth down, or a neutral color piece of paper down, or a table that is a neutral color, and you can take your pictures in natural light and take lots of pictures, maybe 10 to 15 pictures per product, especially if you're making jewelry, if you're making custom design things. And you can maybe place a flower next to it. Just depends on the aesthetic of what you're doing. Maybe you can do a shoot outside, and you can have a nice nature background that's a little bit blurred out. So just the number one tip I would recommend for for photos, Etsy photos, is to keep it simple. Don't have too much going on. So now we're going to go over to the digital product pictures. So it's kind of similar, but at this time you're going to use mockups. So for a digital product, you want to make sure that you have either a phone, an iPad, or some type of mockup, so to make it clear that it is a digital product. And you want this to be the biggest photo. You want this to be the biggest photo in there. So as you can see here, looking at all the popular now, you want it to, of course, Etsy has a specific sizing. So when you're in Canva, you want to make sure that when you're designing this, that it's able to show as much as possible. As you can see here, this is able to tell you that it includes the 2025, 2026, build your own custom planner in under 2 minutes. It has a person's hand showing them using it. They also have a video. So a video is very important to help show key details. So I recommend having a video in your listing as well. And it has some pictures down below of what it looks like. So as you can see here, a video helps as well, because they were able to tell us that it has 10,000 stickers, 1,000 planning templates, all of these. So I would say that a video is essential for a digital product to be able to show in detail how it's being used. But your first picture, you want it to be able to show. Like, for example, this one is basically a big picture of what it is. So this is what I recommend. Like I said, either an iPad or to show like a huge picture of it. This is good. It shows all of previews of it, as well as tells you what it is. So I'm going to go over here to Canva, and I do have a free Etsy listing mockup for digital products on my website. So you can go over to my channel and click this first link right here, and this will take you directly to my website, and you scroll down and you can get that free Etsy mockup listing. But I'm going to go over and show you how I would edit one for a digital product. So we're going to go ahead and do that next. Okay, so when you go to the website, there's going to be a free Etsy template mockups. Like I mentioned, I believe there's 5 to 7 that are free. If you want the full 100 templates, you can get that as well from the same link, and you can get that for $10. So for example, this is one of the templates that is in the whole bundle. So to make it easier, you have here where you can change the color of this. You can change the text, change the font, change the color, all of that. This has an effect on it right now. So if you wanted to turn the effect off, all you have to hit is none and change the color if you wanted to. But right now I had the splice on there, shadow. There's different things that you can do. Hollow, I wouldn't recommend that. But let's say shadow, and you wanted to change this to white. So you would add your main title here, that the main purpose for this, or what it is and who it's for. So we would say digital product for teachers, or digital planner, I should say, specifically what it is. And we can center this. So digital planner for teachers. If you wanted to make this a little bit smaller, you can add another text under here. That says save time planning your lessons. So this will be a great product if you are a teacher and you know and understand how to plan lessons. I recommend that you could create planners for teachers as well. So, you want specifically who it's for and what it is, and then you want something that is going to stand out and relate to their pain point. So, as a teacher, I can imagine that it's a lot of work creating lesson plans. So, if you had a tool that would help you save time, that will be helpful and help and stand out. Again, you could change this if you're, maybe to the school colors or just a different color. You could also add an element to, like I said, we don't want to do too much, but you could add one more thing to this, or you could change this color. And then all of these would be pictures of the planner. So, for example, I don't have like anything that I could put in there, but let's say I'm just going to say planner, for example, and we're going to go to photos. So after you have created your planner in Canva or wherever you created it, you're going to just go ahead and upload it. And then you will have each page of the planner. Or if you created it in Canva, you can download each page as a PNG and upload it. And then you'll have fill them in here. And so people can see the full planner here, and this will be like your first or main listing photo. The next one we have here is this one. So again, you could change the background to something more neutral. You don't want it to be white. You want it to be more like a nude or like a tan. And then you go ahead and do the same thing. You add in all the photos of your planner or whatever your digital product is. If it's a multi-page template, then you could use something like this so people can see everything. And then maybe your main photo of what it is, you can put it here into the laptop. And then you can put your main text right here, which would be what it is. Digital planner for teachers. And then since it's not free, you would change that to maybe a digital download, even though you can see that it's in a computer. You still want to make sure that you always say digital download or instant digital download in every listing, because a lot of times people will say that they didn't know it was a digital product. Not a lot of times, but it's happened to me, even though I've had it in the listing. So you want to make sure you have it on every photo so it's 100% clear that it's a digital product. And then of course you could change this to whatever color that you want. And so we have right here the same thing. So this is your main title of what it is, and then so forth. So we can look at some different ones. So this is for like great for planners because it shows a lot of your photos. People want to see what they're getting. In order to create a video for your listing, so for example, if we had a photo of each photo of your planner in this template, and let's see here, all we have to do, it's pretty simple, is, let me just hit copy style actually. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. So we're going to change that text. You would add instant digital download back down here. So let's say that we wanted this to be our our video. All we have to do is click animate up here, and you can do text animation as well. So text, we have typewriter, type that out. You can have your text up here, have an animation, and then you have your page animation. Simple, sleek, fun, party. So there's a ton of different ones that you could use photo flow, photo rise, photo zoom. And in order to edit it, all you have to do is select it, and you can say both. You can say the intensity of the animation. On enter, on exit. Remove all animations if you want to start over. But if you wanted to select individual, you can just select each one and give, if you wanted to give each one a different animation, you can do that as well. So let's say we click that one. Now that one's going to have a different one than other ones. So this is how you would create a video of your listings. And you can use whatever template you want to animate it. And then all you'd have to do is select whatever page it is. Make sure it's already selected as an MP4 video. Select that page, current page, hit done and download. And then you're just going to upload this as your video for Etsy. So that is how you create a video. And like I said, there's some templates. I'm not sure which one is included in the free one, but there's some that's included for free. And then the whole template, which includes 100, is on there as well. So this is another one. This is another one. As you can see here, this is for if you're selling coloring books, but it's really for any product. You can add in the pages of the coloring book. Title to, that is like a pain point or something that is really going to help someone. You want to put that there, and then you want to put instant digital download here. So as you can see, there's a variety of different ones here. If you're selling Canva templates, you can have the Canva logo there as well. We already have some instructions here. If you wanted to, in each listing, you can have this other items in your shop. You can have this as one of your photos. Now that Etsy has an increase of 20 photos, you can always include something like this so people can see other things that you're selling. Yeah, so we're going to just scroll down here. I don't want to become redundant, but as you can see here, I have a ton of templates available for you. And we have one, this can be one of your photos as well that is consistent. Follow us on social media. You have the main features, highlight a point specifically. So there's tons and tons of listings. Like I said, if you want the full bundle, it's 100 plus templates. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I feel like I have shown enough. To recap, when it comes to your photos, it's important to, if you're doing physical products and you're the one taking the picture, to make sure that it's in a natural light. Make sure that you have a neutral or clean background. And you can also use a table that is clean. Make sure that to only have maybe one prop that goes along with it. You don't want it to be too crowded, and you want to always make sure that the product is the main focus. For digital products, we want to make sure that we have what it is and who it's for, and we want to make sure that we have a big photo or multiple photos of what is going to be included if it's in a bundle template. And you want to make sure that you include that it's an instant digital download, as well as you want to make sure that you include something that speaks to their pain point as to why they need the specific product. And that is all. If you like this video, I appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what type of video you want me to create next, and subscribe so you don't miss a video on Canva tutorials, Etsy tips, print on demand, and other ways to make money online. Have a great day.